Hello Wolfpack, today we're going to be looking at Siacoin, and Siacoin is a coin that has held this dashed line that I have down the bottom here for support, basically throughout the entire duration of 2021, over a year now, and that is very much the macro support. And as of right now, the reason why I'm interested in this coin is because, well, we're retesting that support right now, and being a macro support, you can expect something like that to put up a solid fight. Not only do we have this long-term downtrending support line that we're testing right now on these daily candles, we also have a symmetrical triangle formation forming on Siacoin. That would suggest that, hey, a breakout is most likely on the way, whether it be to the downside or to the upside, but I would argue an upside breakout is more likely here due to the strong reaction we've had off the bottom of this support zone. If you wanted to be cautious, you'd be waiting for a breakout and a close above of this triangle to trade. If you wanted to be a bit more risky, you could trade it now, but it is worth noting BTC is on the edge of a cliff currently, and so it's a little bit more risky to get into this coin. But as of right now as well, we also have some bottoming out or close to bottoming out on stochastic RSI. We have some clear bullish RSI uptrends here. That would be a bullish RSI divergence if we were heading a little bit further downwards. But even on the very short-term time frame on the daily chart, we can see a pretty small bullish RSI divergence starting to form there, moving down a little bit. RSI is moving upwards and below, which is great to see. We also see that we're on the verge of a bearish MACD cross, and that means that this is basically our last chance for a reversal, which would make sense seeing as it's our last chance to hold the triangle as well. You can see how some of those things start to line up together, which gives it a pretty decent chance of an actual sustained rally here on Siacoin. On the Siacoin, not Syscoin, on Siacoin, sorry. Now, the volume does give us some mixed signals throughout this entire small upwards trend here since late January. We have seen descending volume, as you can see on the lows there, or the highs there for the volume. It's been trending downwards, which is bearish, and that would suggest that, hey, we're going to break down below this dashed line. I'm not denying that will happen, but the point is it might not happen right now because we can see zooming in a little bit more on a smaller time frame. We see quite often here, when we see those green candles, the volume is actually trending upwards. It's just a lack of interest in the market in general, not necessarily in Siacoin that's driving this volume downwards. But, you know, it's neutral to say the least. Now, bringing up a variety of indicators on the chart here, a variety of dynamic resistance zones, we can see we're below all of those resistance zones, and so it would be likely for Siacoin to have a bounce, not just purely based off of that, but based off the fact we haven't actually really tested those zones since basically November. And so, you know, it would make sense for us to bounce here on the macro support and see a substantial bounce and maybe, you know, jump back up and start attacking some of these dashed blue lines. So if we are to break out of this triangle formation, and I won't be trading it before that point, and I also won't be trading if Bitcoin still looks like it's going to fall off the cliff, but if Bitcoin bounces, we break out of this triangle formation, some of the take profit zones for Siacoin will be these straight horizontal blue lines. Those would be some take profit zones, and then the dashed blue line would act as a stop loss. If we close below the dashed blue line on the daily chart, that would be an indicator that you need to take profits, and that's basically all I've got for you for Siacoin. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Just something to keep an eye on, not necessarily a trading signal. See ya.